It's the NFL on EA Sports. We'll get a look at Joe Burrow. He's not afraid to throw it. Second in the NFL in touchdowns. It's the Bengals and the Steelers under the lights on Thursday night.
We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Greg Wild, first month of the calendar in the NFL. Had some great games, some finishes that were pretty special, the usual surprises. Now, we hit October, and like you say, this is where the season really gets going.
Yeah, doesn't it just feel like on the NFL calendar, every month kind of has its own vibe, right? It's September, you're just starting to figure out how good you are. You don't even know how good your own team is, let alone the rest of the league. But once the calendar page turns to October, things start to become a little bit more clear. We know the contenders. We know the teams that have a long road ahead of them. These October games go a long way to setting the table come playoff time later in the season.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the man from Ohio State, 6'3", Justin Fields.
Going back and looking at last week's tape, just a little too up and down for my liking. It's hard to win consistently in the NFL, Mike, with your quarterback having good plays, good weeks, bad weeks. You want to just level all of that out. Maybe you lose some of the highs, but you prevent some of the lows. And when he was good, he was really good. But when he was bad, those are the back-breaking plays that really are hard to overcome if you want to win consistently in this league.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Don't jump. Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Fields. That is caught by Washington. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Fields going to hang on to this one. Oh, a loose football. The Bengals have got it. Well, so much for a nice gain and a good running play. Unable to secure it, the ball comes out, and the defense comes off the field with a turnover.
Once the runner breaks through the line of scrimmage, Mike, it's very common to see them carrying the ball with one hand. But as they get further down the field and those defenders close in, you've got to protect it with two hands and make sure you secure the ball all the way to the ground.
The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. And they're led by the #1 overall pick in 2021, national champion at LSU, it's Joe Burrow.
You know you have a good week, Mike, when it takes all 5 fingers on one hand just to show how many touchdowns you threw in last week's win. Now, do we expect him to do that 2 weeks in a row? I'm not sure that's realistic, but as long as he continues to operate at this high of a level, they're going to have a strong chance to win every single week.
There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that'll be batted down. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up. The Bengals out and ready to punt. Calvin Austin deep for the Steelers. Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Steelers offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Here we go. Oh, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Here we go. Go.
That's Washington, the man in motion. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player.
Here we go. Side.
On 2nd down, a run with Harris. That's a short pickup to about the 47. Dax Hill up from the secondary to end the play. Here now, 3rd and 5. Here's Fields. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And Fields, who's tough to bring down in the open field, gives the D a break as he slides down. But he got the 1st down. Give up the middle to Harris. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Back to throw is Fields. That one is complete to Hardman. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Throwing is Fields. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Going in the wrong direction. Now 2nd and goal from the 12. Now Fields. That's pulled in. Najee Harris. He'll take this one down to the 8-yard line. A nice drive. This is the 9th play coming up, and they cash it in on 3rd and goal. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Now on 4th down, the veteran Chris Boswell on for the Steelers. This about as short as you can get. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will take a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll start this drive with a run, and it's Dillon. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 3-0 is our score. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Here's a 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A run with Dillon. Finding room across midfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Now Burrow gonna do this himself. He'll dodge one would-be tackler and wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
Taken in by Gesicki. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down. Can they keep this drive rolling? Here is 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Dillon. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down.
Here we go.
Now, Burrow. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. One of the Steelers has it. Inside the 30. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. Chris Boswell on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Steelers are out to a 10-0 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Kone Nwanwu now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase, and it'll be 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
The Steelers offense ready to get back to work. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early, and they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
He'll get this ahead for about 3. Sam Hubbard, they're on the tackle. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Fields. A pass taken in by Harris. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. Still going inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Big play from the special teams there, Greg. Not only do they come up with the block, but they return it for the touchdown, get a little bit of momentum with this big play.
Yeah, and there's always a little bit of a risk and reward that a coach has to balance anytime he calls for a punt rush. And we saw there exactly why you do it. You're able to get your hand, block the ball, and in this case, you get the extra bonus because it leads to a touchdown.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He's got it. And the Bengals are on the board. It's 10-7. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Steelers offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
To throw is Fields. He's got Fryermuth open on the left side. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
And he gets that to Hardman. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Got a man over the middle. It's Pickett. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, one of his teammates downfield comes to his rescue and retains possession after the big play. That is hauled in at the 5. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. Clock says 25 seconds till... A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Fields to the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Justin Fields, touchdown Steelers. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will get out in front 17-7. Very little time remaining in this 1st half as this kick is away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. That's caught by Dillon. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Back to throw, Burrow. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half. Here's 3rd and 7. To throw is Burrow. He's got the hook up there to Cooper. And he will go all the way. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Bengals. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, You simply have to just defend the end zone, and if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Greg in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. In the early window, lots of good matchups to choose from. We'll highlight the game in Detroit, a big one for the Lions, as they'll match up against the Cleveland Browns. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being in Philadelphia, where we find the Eagles taking on the Minnesota Vikings. And finally, Sunday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. On the return, here comes Wanwu. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Bengals offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Burrow. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up. They go play action for Burrow. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. The Bengals ready to punt this one away. A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fields. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. Fields from the gun on 3rd down. The throw on the run is complete. They get 18 on that one. That's a Steeler 1st down. Fields now. Into the hands of Pickens. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Field, and they're going to get to him and take him down taken back to the other side of midfield. Steelers getting ready to put this one away. And remember, his first was blocked. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The Bengals offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. 2nd down and 3. Burrow, RPO, get it to Chase. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Here we go.
Give up the middle to the big back, Dillon. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He finds DeAndre Hopkins for the catch. 17 yards on that connection. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
First and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
A give. Here's Dillon. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Right back to Dillon. Uh-oh. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Dillon. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. This game level following the made field goal. So they need to put something together here. It begins with 1st and 10. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Here we go, son.
And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Now, Fields. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Bengals offense about ready to take over once more. We're all even, 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
2nd down, Burrow. To the left side, caught by Chase. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points. The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
On 4th down, out comes the punter. Important punt here in this tie game late. Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. The home team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. This one is complete. It's Pickens. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. And he's not able to get away. He does manage to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll set up 2nd down. That ball intercepted. And the Bengals will have great field position right around midfield. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. That one is going to hurt the defense. He's looking to throw, can't find anyone, takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for an exciting touchdown run.
And these are the plays, Mike, that just drive defensive coordinators crazy. You have all of his targets covered up, nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he gets out of the pocket, takes it all the way with his legs. He's just as dangerous with those feet as he is with his arm.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The home team's offense and quarterback Justin Fields make their way back out. And he has had all sorts of trouble in this one. Your quarterback has to take care of the ball, and he has not. Turning it over in the air, turning it over as a fumbler. You just cannot win football games in this league when the quarterback's giving the defense the ball. And that's what he's done in this one. Here's first down.
Here we go, set. Go.
To throw is Fields. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Logan Wilson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Here's first and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run it. It's Dillon. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's second and 2.
Here we go.
It's another go with Dillon. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow takes a knee, and that ought to just about do it. And now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. Second and 11. On the toss, here comes Dillon. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. So this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.